up with the track drying efforts. It's Sunday morning.
Yes, it is.
Take 2.
Yes, it is. There's 2 things that I want to say. Thank you for Riverhead Raceway trying their best to get the racing in last night with that ugly, misty fog crap that we had to deal with. They tried their best to get the races in last night. Unfortunately, Mother Nature said, no, not tonight. So we're back here Sunday morning on take 2 of trying to get the Wheel and Modified Tour race in with the Legends and Blunderbuss and whoever else is on the card to put on a show for some folks here on a Sunday morning. Overcast, cloudy, but I don't think there's supposed to be any rain. So we are back out of Riverhead. And Samantha's already got a list of things to do.
Like always.
To help improve the functionality of the racetrack. So Stats Auto Garage, Samantha and Ed are happy to help out any way we can to keep Riverhead Raceway open so we can do this and have fun. Car felt good, a few little laps that I had on it yesterday.
You're 23rd fastest out of the 30 cars that were here.
Yeah, and that was just not even trying because just the mist and the rain, and I wasn't even pushing it. And so,
when the fastest speed was a 13.4 and it was a completely green track.
Yeah, so should be interesting today. We should get one round of practice in to shake down the cars again. The modifieds I don't think are getting practice since it's an in-pound race.
No practice, no qualifying for the tours.
So their field is set, so that should be a fun race to watch for the first 50 laps. I say at least 2 to 3 pit stops per car. Make any adjustments from the weather hasn't changed too much, so I don't think it's not going from like 50 degrees to 100 degrees. It's still cool, windy, overcast, so I don't think the cars are going to change much. But I'd like to see the strategies now that the cars have been locked up locked up overnight.
Those breakfast sausages coming back.
Yes. And but hopefully we'll have a good field of cars today for the Legends division. I think most people will come back.
And you'll at least be able to watch the tour race because you're on first.
Yeah, we're up first, so by the time we get back at the pits, load up a little bit, we'll have them sit down and watch a good tour race, which is what got me into racing in the first place. Figure eights and modifieds. That should be a song.
I'll work on that.
Country song. Figure eights and modifieds. Or a drink. Or a meal plan or something. It's got to be something. Figure eights and modifieds.
It's early. He's a little delusional.
It's early.
I'm pretty sure the monster hasn't kicked in yet.
So, yes, we'll be back at it today racing. We'll keep you updated what's going on at the racetrack. And then we have car 2 to get ready. And then we'll be back out with that one in the next couple of weeks and see what we can do and have some more fun. As always, peace out.
So we survived another race weekend.
Yes, we did. This past weekend, we had a long Saturday with rain on and off. I should say mist on and off.
We'll
lighting it now.
We'll figure out lighting in here eventually.
So we had the Wheel and Modified Tour up for this weekend up at Riverhead Raceway. Riverhead, NASCAR, and all the officials tried their best to get the race in on Saturday.
As you saw from the clip earlier, we had even the ambulances out trying to keep the track dry.
Yes, they gave it a hell of an effort. Unfortunately, it was just a heavy mist all day long, into the evening, and they finally came to the conclusion that we're not getting this in tonight, Saturday night. So, that being said, we were out there. We had one round of practice. I was ready to do my heat race when they called it. Car didn't feel good. Didn't handle well. I'm like, oh, I'm not going to do anything. Worry about it. So they said, come back the next day, Sunday. So we went out there Sunday morning, nice and early. Overcast but dry. So we got out the car, we unloaded the car, um, got our first one round of practice, and the car felt really good.
You had a nice string of 13.8s going there.
So I was very consistent for about 4 or 5 laps. 13.8s, which I'm very happy with. Car felt good. I said, I'm not touching it. We're gonna see what happens in the heat race. Started on the pole. Unfortunately, or fortunately, or unfortunately, however we want to look at it, I held my own. I led first couple of laps, trying to protect the inside line. I had some guys on my outside and clean race, no problems. Got in turn 3 a little too hard one time, trying to clear the guy, and I washed up the racetrack into turns 3 and 4 and opened up the door. So then 3 cars got by me. Held my own on the outside, which I haven't been able to do in the sedan here. Very green racetrack, no grip up there, so I held my own for about a lap or 2, and then I did the same thing. Overdrove it, got the front tires real angry, might have got stuff on them from nobody up there in the outer groove, and then took me another 2 cars got by me, and then it took me another lap or 2 to calm the tires down, and then we finished 7th. Behind guys that are faster than I am. So it's not like getting beat by slower cars. These guys have been racing, they're veterans, they know what they're doing. Very clean race, happy. A little disappointed to finish 7th, but car felt good.
But circumstances led to the fact that they eliminated the need for a consi and let all 28 cars run the race.
Yes, so we did get to the feature. Throughout the 2 days, because they ran 1 heat on Saturday, those guys qualified. So pretty much we had 28 cars at the racetrack on Sunday, and they let everybody into the feature, which is a good thing. There's the angry puppy. Say hi, Dino.
Hi, Dino.
So, being that we have passing points and negative points and stuff like that, I started shotgun on the field, which I understand. It's a pill draw, so if I drop back, I have to pass people, which I have to learn how to do. So we started the feature. Again, an eventful feature where we had multiple cautions and we hit our time limit. Throughout the race, I was just hanging in the back, keeping pace with people. Unfortunately, the couple of cars that were in front of me, their pace wasn't as fast. So once we got things strung out a little bit, I got caught behind a couple of younger beginner drivers in the Legends division, and instead of trying to get around them one way or another, whether I had to use my front bumper to say, hey, I'm here, they just decided to go down the straight, in the middle of the straightaway. So they kind of killed my momentum getting underneath, and they kind of drifted off high, and I couldn't get around them on the high side without incurring a situation. So I started 28, supposed to start the field at 28, 2 cars dropped back, started 26, finished 17th, unfortunately a lap down. A little frustrated with all of that, but cars in one piece, the car was running good. I just got to learn to be a little bit more aggressive, to tell people that I'm behind them and I'm coming through.
That bumper and those tabs are still straight.
Yeah. So, overall, it was a good weekend. We did get the race. I'm happy about that.
And unfortunately, due to somebody else getting disqualified, we get credited with 16th again. So You know, we have 42 points in the grand scheme. We're pretty high up in the
So-
overall points running.
So I'm happy I'm making features. I'm happy I'm making gains performance-wise with the new car. Still running on last year's tires, so we're going to slowly breaking in the new tires one by one. I have my left front that I had a flat, so I have the left front that's going to...
That's
this one.
That one?
This
That one. I swear. I'll learn my left and rights eventually.
It's good to be front. I'm at that point right now where I have a better car.
Now you just gotta get your skill level up to it.
Now I have to learn how to race and pass and not just be content on being out there.
Now that you have a car that is capable of it, you gotta...
Yes.
Because
I gotta learn how to drive it to the point where I can move forward.
with
and
the...
not take 3 laps to pass one car. I gotta learn how to pass cars.
3 cars in one lap.
Well, in each turn, especially when I know I'm faster than them.
It's with the sedan, we were content to sit because you tried any of those outside lane maneuvers, you were drifting.
And especially with the green racetrack with the rain and stuff like that, and we were out there before the Wheeler Modified Tour, so that we didn't have their rubber on the racetrack, which for whatever reason, it upsets everybody at the racetrack. The compound just does not meet up with what we have.
The street stocks, we were not happy after the blunderbuss and the street stocks you ran after the tour race.
Oh.
You heard it in the pits. They were like, "Oh, whatever rubber they put down was awful."
Yeah, and it just seems like that, but that's what it is. You know, we're thankful that the Wheeler Modified Tour does come to Riverhead. We're very grateful for everything that NASCAR does for us. Listen, in the little bitchy moments here and there, you know, I'm still a little frustrated thinking about what I could or couldn't have done. Never being in a position where I really could pass people, I just got to be a little bit more on top of the wheel and not be patient enough to just sit there. But we're learning. We're getting there. We have a big race this coming weekend, 30 lapper.
Is it one of the Triple Crown?
I do believe it's the first of the Triple Crowns for us. Military night for us too. So we're going to salute all the military, past and present, for Memorial Day weekend. Thank you to all the veterans and all that stuff, and past, present, and future military. I salute you all. Very much appreciated. Yeah, so I may seem down this week. I'm not my normal upper exuberant self about what, you know. I'm happy to make the feature. I'm happy I raced. I'm happy the car was in one piece. I'm just getting now into that.
Somebody lit the fire, and now he's like, okay, now I can race.
Moving up to the next level, and which is, you know, it's what it's all about.
That's what he wants. Mixed feelings on this one.
So.
But it's okay. I'll continue to hang out with the cool NASCAR officials and flow racing people in the booth.
Yes. So now you can turn the camera around and we'll do a little bit of what you're doing at the racetrack nowadays.
No, they can see me in the windshield of the coupe. It's kind of partially why I'm over here.
Riverhead is moving forward into the future.
I'm taking on pretty much all IT responsibilities right now for the track, helping out, you know, making sure that the online shop so people can get their merch, which is still a work in progress. You know, trying to make sure all of the quality of life things we have going on the track, the TV for the itinerary and the lineups, make sure all of that's cooperating, and making sure that our website's up to date, as well as doing the replay for the flow racing. So I'm a little busy.
So thank you, Connie Partridge, Tom Gatz, John Elwood, and the entire officiating track crew, everybody that helps put Riverhead Raceway shows on every weekend, Saturdays, Sundays, midweek, whenever we're out there at Riverhead. I just want to say thank you to every single one of you guys, women, everybody, that there is still a place on Long Island that we can race. There are competitors out there that just want to bitch and complain, but they don't realize how good they have it until it's taken away. So hopefully it's not taken away for a few more years, 10 more years until I'm done racing. So thank you again for everybody at Riverhead Raceway. I really appreciate what you guys go through, balancing the track and keeping the town of Riverhead happy. So on that note, we'll see you guys all on Saturday for another race weekend. Wish everybody happy Memorial Day. Thank you to everybody who served in our communities, and be safe. Keep all your fingers on your hands, please. Till next time.